Alright, it is July the 20th. It is about 4:20-ish in the PM, 4:17. I am on my way driving, doing too many things at once. I am driving from Toledo, where I live, to Batavia, New York, to visit my friends Mike and Rachel. Rachel's preggers, and I was totally like, I gotta visit before she, pops out a new life. What's that about? You gotta be there, gotta do something, right? And so I had a couple days off, and I'm driving out, and Mike doesn't get off until 9 o'clock at night because he's got one of them jobs, so I bummed around Cleveland for all day, and saw a whole bunch of cool stuff. World's largest outdoor chandelier, which is I'm sure they measured it. They were like, it's not the world's largest chandelier. So they were like, putting it outside. And then it was the, world record holder for that. But, what else? I'm good. Life is good, Having a little adventure. I'm on the road. And it's a quick little adventure. It is 2 friggin' days. I spent a couple of hours just bumming around all over Cleveland. Got some breakfast, bought some toys and some stickers and stuff, bought a book. I don't know, just took a shit ton of pictures, so many pictures. There's all kind of little wrought iron fences, I guess, all around this little town outside of Cleveland. Something Heights. But, this one's shaped like a ballerina, and this one's shaped like a dude catching butterflies with a net, and this one's a fireman, and this is a police officer, and that's a guy, arm wrestling, and stuff like that, and it was really, really cool. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. So I've got my album, my Memorial Day mix that I made for my iTunes, and my iPod is finally working again. I don't know what's up with it. It's just super old, I guess, that didn't want to load with the car, and it's been a bitch. But so either way, I was listening to some podcasts earlier, and so cycling through to get it to my phone instead of the radio or the CD or whatever, it opened the iPod and it started playing, and I'm like, oh shit, yay! And so I've been listening, and I'm like, I fucking love that mix. That is a great mix. That is not going to be called the Memorial Day mix. I got to give it a real name because it's a good one. It's just enough of everything. It's all upbeat, up tempo, poppy. I like it. Who knows? Memorial Day mix. I don't know. Whatever. I'll figure something out. Anyways, what did I do today? I got my first ever, what do you call them? The rolled ice cream, which is totally if you've ever been to Cold Stone, well, that's what they do. They throw down the milk on the cold thing, and and it turns into ice cream because that's how ice cream works. But instead of just clumping it up into a bowl, they shave it across the plate. And it rolls up, and it's really cool. It's fun. It's different. They got these little cotton candy toppers, which is like Fruity Pebbles without the rice. It's delicious. They're like fluffy sprinkles. They're wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, and I don't know. So I was listening to my podcast earlier, right? A couple of friends of mine, April and Sam. They do a podcast called Etten News. It is the two heads of an Etten. An Etten is a sort of giant troll kind of ish monster with 2 heads. Each head apparently controls one of the arms. It's a thing. As an Etten, they, dispatched some adventurers who came looking to kill them. Go through looting the bodies. They find some crowns that they, thought were beautiful, whatever. So they put them on. It made them super smart and super charismatic and intelligent, and so now they feel the need to, dispense wisdom and read the news, things like that. It's pretty fucking awesome, and I don't know, it's hilarious. It's so fucking good. I love the mere idea that a 2-headed creature could have things which it keeps secret from the other head. That's. Oh, it's wonderful. It's just incredible. I love it. It's very much, it's not scripted, but it's kind of scripted. It feels like there's a lot of stage direction. Hey, this is where the storyline's going, and they're just kind of winging it a lot. But there might be legit script. I don't know. Either way, they deliver it really well. And it doesn't feel forced, But yeah, so that's got me ideas about this, and I'm like, hey, get some notes. I do want to get another person on some of these, like sit down at a table, maybe with Mike. Hey, hopefully that's a good idea. I had thought of it, I hadn't like said it or written it down, but that was an idea. I'll get up there to New York and I'll like sit down with them guys, and we'll do a little back and forth for 2 or 3 minutes. We'll have a beer and talk about, I don't know, coal mining or something, something. But yeah, and yeah, it's my first trip up to New York, and God, it's got to be 2 years now. My last time I ever went, I was still a CT, and I'm in my 3rd year now, so that was like 20 months ago, like around the 2-year mark. That was like 6-7 months into the company. So yeah, it's got to be at least something like 2 years. And plus, she's pregnant. She is like pretty far along too, because I think she's supposed to pop him out in like November. So she's got to be like 3-4 months. Like, I'm bad at math, but you know what? I'll ask when we get there, and that'll get into one of these podcasts, and that'll be a whole nother thing. But or videos, blogs, whatever, one of them. And yeah, that's all for now. I just want to get a little quick update, recap kind of stuff while I was driving and doing my thing. But yeah, that's all for now.